Hello everyone, this is Muhammad Ilyas Azim. Welcome to the third video on data extraction from GitHub using PyGithub library. In this video, we will be talking about exception handling in PyGithub and its implementation. And before I move forward, please don't mind the stuff behind me because when you live in hostels, so you have to accommodate each and everything just in one room. So I hope you won't mind it. And let's move to, if you want to read about exception handling, you can visit the documentation official website of PyGithub. You can find about these exceptions which are handled by PyGithub library. GitHub exception is the base for all exceptions, and base credentials when you have 401 or 403 HTML status. Unknown object 404 mean the given page is not available. Similarly, rate limit exceeded. I was going to talk about this one. For all and among all these exceptions, this one is important, and I will discuss it. You can read about rate limit exceeded exception on the official website of GitHub API, because when using authenticated like basic authentication or auth authentication, you can send 5,000 requests in 1 hour to the GitHub server. And if you are not authenticated, it is mentioned here, you can send only 60 requests per hour. But what if you send more than 5,000 requests to the server? Because it happens sometimes you have a project might have 30,000 pull requests or 30,000 commits, so you need to send many requests in 1 hour. So when 1 hour completed, it throws an exception. We need to handle that exception, and in the implementation you will see that we will sleep the processor for some amount of time, and then we check again if we can, if the 1 hour or the 60 minute has completed. If not, again the processor will go to the sleep mode and wait for that 60 minutes to complete. Beside this exception, there is another exception, that is a timeout exception and retries. In this video, we have the code is a bit longer. That is why I have already written the code, and I will just explain it and will run it in front of you. For this video, we need to first import these exceptions. Like with GitHub, we need rate limit exception, bad credentials, bad attribute. It depends on your need. How much, which exception do you need? But based on my experience, I do it in this way. This may not be the best practice, but I did it in this way. If you have any good suggestions, you can send me an email, you can comment on the video and give me your feedback. Okay, I will need pandas as usual to save my data, extracted data in a CSV file. I need another library requests. And why I need it? Because there are two exceptions which are not handled by PyGithub, like the retries and timeouts. So I will do it with the help of this library. And I need time to sleep the processor for some moment. In the previous video, we have extracted data from these projects, and we have saved it into a CSV file. And this is the code. I will transform this code into a robust code using try and exception to handle all the possible, not all the possible, but you can say all the possible because it is already mentioned in the PyGithub library. I tried my level best to handle those exceptions. So here is the code. Again, we have created an empty data frame, and then we loop through all the projects and take one project at a time. And we have inside the body of for, you can see that this is a while loop. We have put this while loop inside it. Why we did it? Because each time when we run this code, you can see here, first a request is sent to the GitHub server and it start processing. Then the project information are extracted and saved in this variable. Similarly, then pull request and save in this variable. Then the data is stored in the form of saved in the form of a dictionary, and we assign it to the data frame. What if any exception occurs here? These exception handlers are available here to catch that exception. In case of rate limit exceed, I will, in the upcoming videos, I will show you that we can check the rate limit also. So you can see yourself that the rate limit will start from 5,000 and it start decreasing one by one. So in case the rate limit exceeded exception occur, we can show the status. The status mean the full message, like the one you can see here. This exception occurred for retries, and how we did it with the help of this E and this one. This we print the exception, so this is the whole message for this exception. You can write your own custom message which is in natural language understandable. And then what we do, we sleep the system for 10 seconds, and after 10 seconds we continue it again, and the control will come again here, and again the same code will be executed. For the rest of the exceptions, the syntax is similar. We can display the whole this message with the help of e.status. We can print our customized message, and in case of rate limit, we need to sleep the system and then continue again. From here, the control will come again to the while loop, and again this code will be executed. Similarly, in case of bad credential exception, we will get out of this loop because we do not want to move forward because we have bad credentials. So we will just get out of the first loop, which is while loop, and at the end of for loop we have another break statement, and we will come out of the break statement. We will come out of the for loop. So the most important is the sleep, because if 1 hour completed, you cannot send requests to the server. So in that time, the processor will sleep for 300 seconds. So it is almost 4 minutes. It will wait for 4 minutes, and after 4 minutes, it will send again a request. If the 60 minute has completed, it will start again processing and sending requests to the server, and data extraction process will start again. If not, again it will throw this exception, the message rate limit exceeded will be displayed, and again the system will go to sleep for 4 minutes, and this process will be repeated again and again unless the 60 minutes are completed. In the case of retries, because this kind of exception occur a lot, let me tell you here, the retries, the default value of retries is 15. It send 15 times request to the server, and if it is not entertained, the exception is thrown. So you can increase this value to 20 so that you get rid of that exception. For you can say that if in the 15 retries you do not get any response from the server, maybe in the 20 you get it. Similarly, timeout is also I think the default value is 15 seconds. The timeout occur because it waits for the server for some time. and after 15 seconds completed, it throws an exception. So these values you can increase these values. You can give your own values based on your requirement, but once you use this exception handling, your code will continue as long as you extract all the data. Now, in case of limit exceeded, we sleep the system for 10 seconds because it is only the retries limit. Once it wait for 10 seconds and again send a message to the server and again start retries, maybe the server is available at that time and your request is entertained. In case of timeout, again we sleep the system for 10 seconds and we continue. So I hope you would have understand this code and why this exception handling is important, because when you extract data from GitHub, the code runs for very long time. Like in my case, when I was extracting my data for research work, I think the system is for, I remember, I think for more than 20 days we run 4 systems in parallel to extract the data. That is why you need some robust code that will handle the exception automatically and move forward and stops only when the data extraction is completed. In the last 2 videos, I forgot to tell you, I will put this code on my GitHub account, and the link to the code is available in the description of the video. So you can easily just copy this code and run it on your system. Now, at the end, just let me run this code. And you can see it. Yes, it's working fine. Cool. Let me reduce this value because I want that an exception is generated here. So I will reduce retries to 2 and timeout to maybe 5 seconds. Let's try. Let us try. I want that an exception occurs so that you can see it in this video, but I don't think so. It's not working. Okay, anyhow, you can try it and you will see that when you run it again and again, or when you have many number of projects, so it will happen. And in the upcoming video, I will try to extract features related to pull request from a specific project. And in the upcoming videos, all the upcoming videos, we will use the exception handling for our code. I hope you would have enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching. See you in another video. Goodbye.